I ain't right in the head. That was true. What would I do instead? For I never was a settler. I am a woman of the road. I don't care about living forever, just as long as I can live the way I want to. But I ain't this satisfied. I just like to ride. Anywhere you wanna go, I'll grab my hat and coat and we'll roll. Oh, we'll roll. For I never was a settler. I am a woman of the road. I don't care about living forever, just as long as I can live the way I want to. I don't care about living forever, just as long as I can live the way I want to.
Martha Spencer on Radio Bristol, performing live in the 3rd Street Coffeehouse studio in Roanoke, Virginia, with Woman of the Road. Welcome, Martha.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
That song is from your new album, Out in La La Land. So tell me, when did you get that rambling spirit?
Well, I don't know if maybe it was born in me. I don't know. But I guess, like I said, I grew up playing with my family, band up in White Top Mountain, but, went places with them. And then, as you grow up, start traveling more. And I guess you kind of get bit with the bug, a travel bug. But maybe I guess it was always kind of a little bit inside an adventurous spirit, I guess.
In interviewing musicians, one of the questions always is, when did you get interested in music? When did you start playing? And a lot of times it's like, 12, 13, some later than that in college or whatever. But you, it was like even a bit earlier.
Well, my parents were always, I think they, when I was in diapers, I was probably dancing, and they'd take us out to square dances and fiddlers conventions or festivals where they was playing, and so it was just always around the house too. And so I think music's just always been a part of life.
And when did you pick up an instrument?
Well, I started, probably, learning, really getting serious. I guess you mess around with stuff, but maybe when I was around 7 or 8 on the guitar, I would get up and start doing some stuff, and then the banjo I picked up after that, and joined the band, as a teenager, yeah.
And the band to which you refer is your family-based White Top Mountain Band, which has its origins in the 1940s with your Uncle Albert Hash, legendary fiddler and luthier. And having grown up steeped in old-time music and always it just being a part of your life, what do you think of the resurgence of interest in this music?
Well, I think it's great, to see like so many people loving mountain music and wanting to be a part of that. I think it's a very, I think one thing I think I also grew up with is it's a very inclusive environment. It was always like my folks would be like, join in, and I think that's one of the beautiful things about that, thing is it's for everyone, you can, whether if you've been playing, if you're real young, real old, wherever you're from, like it's something that, you can join in sometimes, that's was a big part too, just a jamming culture of like, oh, join in, learn, be a part of this, because I think, as people come and go in the world, a little piece of them lives on through the music, right? And so I think that's something beautiful, and I think people can feel that sometimes, maybe, and so maybe that is part of the popular when people are looking. When you have a digital world, like when people see something that taps at the real heartbeat of something inside of you. But I love playing the music, and I'm proud of where I'm from.
Well, we talked old time and bluegrass. Let's talk honky tonk. Has honky tonk always been a part of your music as well?
Well, I think it was always like my dad always said, you play what you like, and I think country music, it's pretty tied to old time about music. If you think about, I think I grew up listening to a lot of George Jones as a kid. I used to see him at Bristol when he come through the Viking Hall, and my mom sang a lot of country music within the old time band. So it was never too much separated by like this is honky tonk, this is bluegrass, it was all just music. And if you liked it, you played it. And I think, I'm from the country. I guess country honky tonk music makes a lot of sense to me. You know what I mean? So I guess not really. I think it's always probably been a big part. Like some of the first songs, I would say would be like Golden Ring and George Jones, or like Bury Me Beneath the Wheel of the Carter Family. It's all kind of pretty tied in together, I'd say.
Let's hear a honky tonk tune from your new album. We don't have a steel guitar or a piano for that honky tonk sound, but let's hear this song off Out in La La Land.
Okay. All right, this is one called Sometimes You Just Need Some Time.
Martha Spencer on Radio Bristol, performing in the 3rd Street Coffeehouse studio from her new album Out in La La Land, Sometimes. I'm Luke Church. Martha, this album recorded in Nashville and produced by you and Mark Thornton.
Yeah, so Mark Thornton, he has Sidekick Studios there around in Nashville there, and he's a great guitar player and performer, and he played quite a bit with Jerry Reed, and a lot of folks record there. He's a great guy. I met, because I spent a lot of time in Nashville through the years. Met him through the Rishies there, Lily Mae and them, and Frankie. And so he's a great player. I'd been playing around Madison, Tennessee there at Dee's, and he was there, and he was talking about stuff, and I had some new songs, and I was like, hey, I'll just record it there. It felt like the right place to do it. And so, yeah, and he's got a great ear. Some like Lily Mae's singing harmony on several of those on there, who's one of my favorite people.
A lot of great players on this record. You mentioned Lily Mae, also Jay Weaver, Chris Scruggs, Dennis Crouch, Dave Racine. How did all those folks come together for this recording?
Well, I knew most of them folks. Been long friends with Jay and Lily, and know Chris through just being in Nashville quite a bit, some through the years. Like, I spent a lot of time there. And so most of the folks is just people, that there might have been somebody, Mark recommended, on some steel stuff here and there, but, that he thought would be good. But, yeah, so Mark definitely helped with his ideas on a lot of that. But some of the folks I kind of knew a bit, so more folks that maybe I thought, well, that'd be good. But he definitely has some, I know Billy Contreras, he thought would be great. He did some fiddle stuff, who I knew a bit before, but he's a great fiddle player. But, yeah, so folks that I kind of had thought, well, that'd be great to have him, on this session or something. But Mark's got a lot of great ideas.
Tell me, how was the recording experience for this album? How does this record differ from your previous albums?
Yeah, this particular album, I would say, would be more straight honky tonk, based on who's on it. I kind of like to write a song, and then whoever's there kind of makes it become what it is, And Chris has some great steel parts. He just is a genius, and I think they kind of turn into what they are. Archer, who's from Australia, that I've toured some with, he sang some sang some duets on there. There's just a lot of different things I think people kind of, it creates. But I would say, like Wonderland, I recorded in Virginia. It's got a lot of different people on it too, but it's maybe more of a mountain sound basics. And the one Grassy Creek's just me with the guitar doing a lot of older songs and a few originals. But and then the first album I did kind of has maybe a little bit of honky tonk flavor, but also bluegrass, a little bit of where this one might be have more on the country honky tonk side, just because who was playing on it and how we did it. But as far as a lot of it was live, as far as just that feel, and so. Had a few overdubs, but a lot of it, and we just kind of did it, so it was kind of, yeah. So which is kind of, I think, nice to have that live element, I think, to music.
Yes, always. Let's close out with another song from the new album, Out in La La Land. Martha Spencer performing in the 3rd Street Coffeehouse studio in Roanoke, and the song is Coo Coo. Tell me about this one.
This is, I guess kind of just a little bit of a funny song. Could be based in some truth. Might not be based in some truth. But it's just kind of a fun song called, pardon the tuning here. Now she puts the crust in crazy. She puts the love in lazy, but he don't care. He done lost his marbles way back there. Dum 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 dum, coo coo coo. When she came walking through his door, common sense flew away forevermore. Now he gives her all of his money, and she calls another man honey. Dum 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 dum, coo coo coo. Now they say he was highly educated, the top of his school, with the highest IQ. But when it comes to this lady, why, he's dumb as a sack of rocks, blind as a bat, crazy as a loon. Dum 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 dum, coo coo coo. 'Cause she puts the crud in crazy, she puts the love in lazy. But he don't care, he done lost his marbles way back there. Dum 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 dum, coo coo coo. Now they eat the fruitiest of loops for breakfast, and they watch the looniest of tunes on TV. And he done went on a psychotic vacation and self-prescribed to her medication. Dum 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 dum, coo coo coo. Yes, he's lost his mind. Oh, what a fool. Dum 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 dum, coo coo coo. Yes, they're crazy together, crazy forever. Dum 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 dum, coo coo